my streaming playthrough. And yeah, I hope it's been somewhat entertaining so far. But basically, I've done a lot of stuff in between the last instalment and this one because I had a little bit of faffing around to do that kind of took a while, and you know, I didn't want to waste too much time as it's more of a more of a live thing, and I think the first one probably went on for quite a number of hours. I mean, when I streamed it with Kier, and it was like 5 hours long. You know, it was going well. I mean, we got a lot of progress. It was good fun, but yeah, I just, you know, this might be an hour or two at most. You know, do you know what I mean? It'll be whenever I get to a point I think, yep, that'll do. So, anyways, before I get too involved, what I did was at some point I came to, you know, like most recent decision I'd made was to come to the Tundra planet because due to its orbit being the furthest planet out, you've got the best chances of getting to it from the Terran planet, although you can sometimes reach it from the red one, I believe, but the arid planet. But yeah, so basically I wanted to get to the Tundra because it's been pretty nice so far. The storms seem to be quite rare, and they're not particularly vicious, or at least not where I am. And let's face it, I'm in an awkward spot. The shuttle landed right here, and obviously, you know, I've actually extended this platform out. It's originally just landed on ice, but I've obviously put down dirt and shit like that. You know, tried to turn it into. I tried to make like a flat level over like around this whole area, but then what I was finding was I was putting modules and such down, and it was building the platforms on all different levels. So I'm hoping that maybe someday in the future that's something that you know, as the game gets developed, perhaps we can have more control over the height of these things, or even, you know, altogether being able to dismantle and recycle and possibly remove something. I mean, this could be the ideal thing for a crane. At the top of pretty much every module you place, there could just be a little hook, and if you get the crane and attach that hook to it or something, the minute it connects or whatever, that these ground supports could like become free, and you know, detach the cable from the back, and then you've got placeable unit. Then I'd like to be able to do that. Being able to move base parts would be incredible. I mean, it'd add a lot. It would add a lot more. I mean, obviously you can do a lot of to-ing and fro-ing in the large shuttle with lots of storage and stuff. I'm just rocking like a large storage. I mean, I'm using the 3-man cockpit because I've researched the 3-man cockpit before I got the 1-man one, so I just built that straight away on the large shuttle. Incidentally, I had a large shuttle before I could build a small shuttle figure. So yeah, got that. When I got the large storage, I was quite pleased because I could obviously put one on the back like that, and obviously you can just attach either like 4 research modules to it, or put like a medium storage on top of it, and that will give you 8 slots. So imagine one of these, which I've had, full of these medium storages, just full up with materials, going from one place to another, and then setting up a, you know, I mean, when I first came here, I came and dropped off a whole load of these materials, and let's see, I mean, that could be handy for where we're going, so I'm going to take that with me, that one. Oh, and incidentally, that's a storm. And I said they were harmless earlier, now the game's just trying to prove me wrong there. Let's quickly put that down before I lose it. And I brought a spare cockpit with me, you know, a 1-man. So there's, yeah, a rock or two, but it's been pretty tame until now, I promise you. But yeah, so obviously land right next to the Titanium. I think it's Titanium because it's got my thing there. So at some point I'll build a vehicle yard, but I sort of just, because it landed here, like right up a mountain effectively, I just placed a beacon there so I could get back to it easily. Went off, grabbed all the pieces I needed, you know, like grab a module or whatever it is, habitat, because you can just plop a habitat down willy-nilly anywhere. activate it so it sinks into the ground and, you know, gets proper set up, and then from there just build off of it with more resin onto more of these pads. Just build off of it. But yeah, either giving us the ability to raise and lower them, which I think could be good anyway, just giving us control of the height, give the players the control of the height on these, and then we can arrange them how we want them rather than the game arranging them for us, which is what I experienced here. On flat terrain this doesn't seem to be too much of an issue, but yeah, there really seems to be no rhyme or reason for it. Like this one here decided to go up, you know, and I'm guessing that's got something to do with the mountain. So all three of those are like step one, ding, ding, ding. So you know they're stepping up, and you know I don't like that. I don't like that at all, Mr. Prudhoe. So yeah, I came here and I made a nice base. And yeah, so this place is laden with materials right now, which is nice. I've got a medium printer. These two aren't really doing anything, but if I build, or you know, once I work out exactly what I'm going to do with this planet, because I like this planet, you know. I think it's pretty cool. Oh dear. Right, okay. Let's try again. Just go for the side that time. Right, okay. Yeah, I mean, just being able to see my base on two sides of the mountain with it going over, I just think it looks pretty cool. And there's like obviously a crashed pod over there. So yeah, it's, at some point I'm gonna get myself. That's the thing. I like this planet. I just enjoy it. It just looks nice. Cold, harsh environment of the Arctic tundra. Only the wind is my friend. I hate you. Anyway, so yeah, we should definitely at some point build a vehicle module of the base. Hopefully it won't put it in a shitty position. Either way, I could not possibly wind down and who knows, maybe sort of base out somewhere else. Let's get some oxygen right now. Okay. I think I can stand here and my tether actually reaches up here, so it's all good, bro. All good, bro. Yeah, I'm liking the base at the moment, but this is, you know, very different. With these crystals here, it kind of makes it have a bit more of like a Superman's Arctic base feel to it. Oh look, I didn't realise there was actually any sort of life in here. This warrants immediate discovery. Oh yeah, got me. Right, well look, we're just going to get head back straight away because we don't want no part of that shit. We don't want no part of that shit. Right, yeah, so basically this isn't the planet I want to do stuff on now. So this is where I want to take you on a little space cruise. We've got two objectives in mind. One, to show you the arid base. 3, 2, 1, go. One, to show you the arid base that I've worked on off camera, because that's a very treacherous environment. So I knew it was going to take a long time, you know, to make that a viable planet to play on. I didn't want to be like recording or streaming any of that while, you know, I was constantly being battered by storms and such. Right, so if I go to this right now, I think we'll go exotic and then over to it. Sounds good. Incidentally, exotic, I might even stop there and plop down this module because I want to make contact with that planet. I don't think I've been to it. I mean, I think I've orbited it, but I don't think I've landed. I think I've always come here on low fuel and figured, oh, I don't want to do that. So, yeah. Here we are, planet Exotico. It seems to have a lot of different environments. Sorry, I just had to mute the mic there so I could clear my throat a bit. So, where shall we go? It's a good thing I brought some compound because now I can make a beacon. not quite. Oh wow. This looks pretty magical. What do you think? Should you have a base here? We're definitely having a base here. So yeah, it sort of does this to the land. I reckon there was like just a little bit of land there in it, so it generates a little bit just under the shuttle. Otherwise that would look really, really strange. But it makes sense now. Just thinking, can I get up without A getting killed or B getting stung? Third option, oxygen starvation. Oh yes, look at this. So you separate the men from the boys. The possibilities. The possibilities for setting up a base. I mean, it's a beautiful area. Oh, I've got to wait and see what it looks like with the sun. It's very... Oh, I love it here. I actually love it here. It's definitely the most alien of all of the world. It feels alien, you know. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, you know what? Can't do much worse than just plonking it down here, really, because I can always make another one. So I'm not gonna make any bones about this. It'd be nice if I was able to make it flat, though. Soil on me? Yeah, I do. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do here, try and find something that I consider to be flat enough. Shish kebab. I don't think I bought any solar generators. Okay, so stormy on this planet too. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I was expecting storms from an exotic planet. How do these plants survive all this stormy weather? Surely they'd be wrecked as well. Those big petals on those big flowers would be ruined. Those big petals would be useless. That's it, try and bombard me all you want, but I'm inside the thing. I think it's clearing. Oh, he says that, and it's just you get squares in the wind and it trips me out. It makes me think that it's going to be more bad news. So what's happened there? See, it's not entirely. Well, be, well, it's not what I would consider to be perfect. But you know what? Don't look too bad. However, facing that way. Yes! It hasn't moved. Good. Good, good. Kinda want it to be somewhat central though, don't I? Gone for it, we're hitting the button. There we go, son. Ah, no power. Some yummy power. Not plants. I suppose organic material can be used, but I'd have to build a generator to use it, so it's no use to me. I need raw power. I need the Energon cubes. Megatron. Noticed that well, what I've noticed is I haven't seen a single node, so it's like the nodes have kind of been removed from the game. I only saw them on, you know, like another person's video. Will that connect on there? No, it won't. Okay. Well, we've got this down. That's the main thing, because it'll now produce like a home signature, I think, if I walk away. Yeah, see. So we now have our exotic base temporarily set up. I don't want to sit in that seat. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I remember. Across he goes. Hero time. Well, let's make life easy here. Just jumped right into it. Right, okay. This is Buzz Aldrin taking off without my co-pilots. Goodbye, my friends. Fun. I'm gonna take everything. Enjoy the habitat between two people. It's a bit cramped in there. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got on the interstellar highway? We've got exotic. Oh, sorry, radiated. I am on the exotic planet. Come in there. See, I could quickly get on that, and then it'd be, you know, you got to make those decisions fast, boy. Faster, boy. You understand me, boy? Hope everybody's full of Christmas cheer and festive spirit. But it's fine, we didn't need to go to radiated. Because it was only a short amount of time before the place where we're going, arid, comes back in. And that's going to be a little while as well, although I'm catching it up. I still think Big Red's going to be first. There she is. Goodbye, Terra. We'll be back. Well, Exotic will be back, and Terra will see you in a bit. Here we go. Now we just wait for the base to pop up. So it's pretty much there, isn't it? I think I'm going to wait though, because I think there's two markers possibly right next to each other. There is, and I want to be on the nearest one. It doesn't matter. Oh, but this, if this is right, this should be pretty awesome. Oh yeah, boom. Look at this base I've constructed. Now you might have seen this base before any of this was constructed, because this was all built above ground. I decided to tunnel my way because this place was so freaking dangerous. The beacon, what's the beacon doing down there? Yeah, I've got another thing. I need to just flip that over, which can be done. For some reason, when I load the game, it tends to do this. I only need to put some hydrogen in there, and then she's good to go. Really, could be a little emergency escape vehicle for someone. What have we got going on over here? This hydrogen facility. So we've got some clean fuel canisters here. I say clean, I mean green. The light is green, the fuel is clean. Yeah, hydrogen empty canister there. So we'll have you back, thank you please. And this one here will have you back, thank you please. Right, so that's hydrogen in there. So really I could use those two to pop some fuel in there. Yeah. So it's moved. It moved just by me walking into it there. And I'm not building a large shuttle, contrary to these things here. I probably won't be building a medium rover either. Do I actually need another large rover? That's the question. So yeah, I mean, I wish you could just turn this off, so there's nothing, so you can't accidentally hit a button. If I do that, leave it on one that requires compound, then I've physically got to put compound on it, so I can't hit it. But that is rather annoying. And what we have here is the Doom Train. So, this could potentially come very handy here. I mean, I've been using this winch to try and using that winch to move this thing around as well. So I don't really want to put hydrogen in that just yet, just in case. But either way, we've got free power. And we got. That's a hydrogen crystal. Which I suppose would be quite simple to take care of. However, how many batteries have I got connected up? 1, 2, 3. 3 batteries plus. Oh, I guess I suppose that's not going to really do much. Oh yeah, make sure the battery is, so that's connected to that, because one of these, if I'm correct, isn't actually, yeah, this one here, the research station, isn't connected to anything. And I don't think, I actually genuinely don't think this station's connected to anything either, because originally it had cables going between the two of those. for some reason I couldn't reproduce it like afterwards. You know, I can't reconnect this. I don't know if it's bugged out or what, but I built these original 2 stations directly from this thing. I don't think I had a habitat on it at the time. You know, I'm just trying to think anything that might have changed the way it went down or anything like that. I mean, put that on it. I can't just suddenly. No. I mean, I found a lot of these, open cockpits, and just sort of distributed them around my bases. So yeah, this base was completely exposed to the elements in a big way. Sometimes you get a breeze through the door there. Yeah, I have to go around there. Because of all these bastards, see? So many of them. Just always. So yeah, I ended up having to build a base down like here. Get some oxygen. Yeah, and I mean, how cool is that? Just made myself like a little thing there. At some point, I kind of want to do the business on this. If I can ever find a flat enough piece at the right height to make this real nice. Yeah, that's the way to do it. But yeah, this is why it'd be nice to be able to choose the height of whatever it is you want to do, because, well, with regards to like base building, if you can choose the height you want to make something at, then that's the magic right there. Oh, I'm obviously getting plenty of power right now. It's real nice. That's beautiful, isn't it? Just being able to smooth it out like that. As you can see, it's a wonky angle. It's nearly impossible to get it just right. So it's flat, or it does look pretty cool though. So yeah, the whole point of this was to protect this area so that I could actually use my base facilities and construct a doom train. Right, so this one here, I think I put a, well, obviously I put a triple on it. I'm trying to think if I took if I used a triple on any other planet. I might have done. I might have just built the triple just for funsies because I like the look of it on the front. You know, it does look better. Although, if you're playing single player like this, I mean, I guess you can invite people into your game, because I've played multiplayer with K-Man. So if I was to ever invite him on here, he could use one of these seats, put it that way, and I'd sit in the other. Obviously we could soon attach another one, but what's the point, obviously any spare seats that I do have like these, obviously you could then just instantly detach one of these pieces or whatever, or we've got enough resources to build more, but that's beside the point. I mean, it's utilitarian here. It's a utility vehicle. That's what it is. So we'll put some stuff on it. The crane with the drill on it. Oh, I mean, it's an essential on this planet because it's so hostile. While you're in a cockpit, you're invincible. So yeah. Now let's take the train out. See, as soon as we get outside, the blades start spinning a bit to get some extra power. Which is better than indoors, right? So yeah, sun's over there. Let's. The steering is really strange because it will instantly invert you if you just look backwards. So I'm going to press forwards now, and then I'm going to look backwards. And let's just turn it into reverse. See? All I've done is turn the mouse. So yeah, we've got a beacon there. All the good stuff. Now these things aren't a threat to me whatsoever. And I can actually give them a good spinning. So as you can see, I've just been coming up to places like this. And then just make sure the coast is cleared, dive out of our vehicle, and over here, jump in. Whoop, there he is. And now we have the ability to mine titanium. It's very now so click that button to drill. So you can see some specs. So, and you can also use your W and S key. To, I haven't even tried the direction. I haven't tried the direction yet. If I hold backwards now, it'll actually. It does actually do stuff, but awkward to get to one now. Let's just quickly have a poke around, see if anything else. There's some straight away. Got a feeling I don't really mind what's happening, but as long as he push down the thing, it's kind of going to happen. Right now, as we can't get our bearings in this godforsaken wind. Oh no, we're stuck in the godforsaken world. Visit some of those monsters. Yeah, we're around it. Okay. We just need to relax. See, we've got 3 lots of titanium already. Really can't see fuck all, but you know, there's no point really sitting still. You can't see 3 foot in front of you. At least if you move a little bit, you've got more chance of getting out of the storm. And the sooner you're out, the sooner things will clear up for you. However, we've encountered some goodies. Yeah, on the wrong side of the goddamn thing, obviously. Jackass. There's got to be a easier way of switching from the cockpit to this without getting killed by these rolling balls. That's what we need. We need an option to like shift and tab or something to go from cockpit to crane. Cockpit and crane. Yeah, right now I'm just going to give it a short back and sides around here. So I'm going to remove some of this fringe. And, oh look. Now time for perm. Oh yeah. That's what is there. Kind of falling down the hole a little bit, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's not too savage. Oh, there's a lot of... literally the aluminium planet of doom. get this bit. This be a good example of using some ingenuity. Oh, it doesn't fucking work. What ingenuity, I hear you ask? It's a good question. I'll let you know if I ever find any. Like that. More move me, make it fall further in the hole, just trying to get it. This is the way of the world. Yes, I get it. Yes, it worked. It worked. Just by holding the mouse there proper, it done it nice. Now we're going to exit out into the vehicle and we're just going to back it up like a Tonka truck. This is where the other wheels should be driving and just pull me up, and they do. It's perfect. And this is lithium. I do declare lithium. This is a little bit more savvy. Look where I've got out, or where I'm going to get out. There it is. Boom, straight in. So really, I just need to make sure I get the copter on that side. And the problems can be averted. So lithium, you're going to need that for your batteries. Just in case anyone hasn't made a battery yet, or found lithium yet to make a battery. Lithium for your batteries, although if you've made a medium printer it will tell you. So it shouldn't really come as much of a shocker to a lot of people. It's like me, you might not have been paying full attention, just wanted to explore strange new worlds, seek out new minerals and gas things to collect the resources and hopefully not starve of oxygen. It's, I get a weird sense of satisfaction from this, honestly I do. I really enjoy the whole digging, especially with this crane. I mean, if you could get more crane upgrades, or maybe use modules on the crane. Well, I mean, who's to say you can't use modules on the crane and I'm just being a complete dingus? Okay, let's have a look. Let's see if you can use modules on the crane. Let's get myself up and about. Okay. Modules on the crane. Modules on the crane. There he is. Alright, so let's get rid of the titanium that's there. And this is where I'm going to transfer boost and a wide mod. Okay. Do not poo-poo it until you've tried it. That's what I say. Ah! Really? Is that what happened? Is that what happened? Is it me or does this seem to be working more efficiently? Really? It kinda seems like it is. Well, if that sincerely works. I don't know about it being wider. It could be fractionally wider, but I have a tell with the drill head. Whereas the other thing, it gives you like a circle that makes it painstakingly obvious. I don't know why I said painstaking. It's blatantly obvious. Should be a more accurate description. So yeah, we're going to approach our base. Maybe I'll just put a beacon just in case. Or maybe it blew over from God knows where. Right into the base of base. Now, I remember last time last time I actually, yeah, I closed this off. This was actually wired up for the vehicle to come through. But I think I was getting some aggro. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, I feel like really I've sort of like shown you my base. I was just constantly getting hit by those spikes the whole time. I'm glad I caught that spike seemingly turning into some kind of resource. I'm glad I caught that on camera. This is just the area that I dug. I needed a lot of dirt because it takes a lot of dirt to build something like this above your base. So my first base, my very first one on the Terran planet, the habitat fell straight to the planet through a small little crevasse, you know, like a small canyon, and that canyon led to cave system. So I was actually underground already, so I just decided to carve out some of the land around the canyon, as you might have seen in previous videos. With this one, we landed on a harsh surface and we needed protection, so I built this, and it is so... I really like it. It's got very much like a back cave sort of thing going on to it. If I made some big, deep, open pits, it'd feel more like the back cave even more. You know, have like this bit raised up and then the land really low down. And then like have like a spot somewhere else with like a big massive chasm around it, or chasm, and this thing parked on it instead of the Batmobile. That'd be rather hilarious. So yeah, look, no, seriously, I mean, what was it? What do I get from it? I wonder if I can put it in the thing. Can I research it? Where's my researcher? What's this? Oh, don't tell me it actually accepts it. Let's just take the hydrogen reactant out. Put that there. It takes it. It takes it. No, it doesn't. It doesn't allow me to do it. This one on the other hand, boom, I get a button. Research it. That's a no. Hang on a minute, let's try something here. Oh, we haven't got one here, have we? There you go, trading post. We'll have to make another hole in the ceiling for it, I guess. Trading post, trading post. Oh, where have you been? Right, so that, as that's empty, should probably chuck it on top of this. I don't know if I'm going back to the main planet. Might be a good shout to load it up with something first. Always taking aluminium and stuff back. Titanium, lithium. I've got to take the tip back and up. There's 3 titanium. Have I got any more? I've got 1 titanium? Are you kidding? Oh no, it was the 2 that I picked up off of the stem, wasn't it? Yeah. That one's full, so just take that off. Plonk it on the shuttle. on the shuttle. Yeah, so like elements I'll bring out here will be like resin and whatever it was. Oh, hang on, this. Yeah, I am a dingus. Definitely confirmed. Is that there? Shit. Oh my god, it's coming for us. So what do I do? What do I do? Do I take these empty ones? Do I try and take an empty one? So I've got that extra fuel. Do I take the fuel off? Have we got any compound stored here? Have I? Trophies, do I want any compound here? This doesn't matter. It does not matter at all right now. In this large barren planet. Now it's time to test the skies once more. On our return voyage to show you the base planet where it all started. Yeah, that crane train is pretty handy, I've got to say. Oh look, we're just coming to range of tundra. Oh, there it is. Says I can't even see. Oh, damn. I could have just got onto that. Oh, that'd have been sick. This one's significantly slower, so if I get on tundra now before it goes out of range, I'll get into range of Earth a lot quicker. So you've got to make that decision and go for it. Hesitation costs you years on this game, it seems. And now I should be able to see. Although I'm a little bit further away at the moment, I'm going to be closer to both of these two incoming planets now, because this is the slowest one of the orbit. The closer you go to the host star, the planets seem to travel faster, so being furthest out, it should have the weakest pull of gravity, I guess. Oh, I don't know. But surely there's some weird mathematical complicated thing. It's going to be the gravity of that and the gravity of that pulling on each other somewhere in the middle, I would have thought. Oh, I don't know. What the fuck, science? Someone care to explain? Get some real answers as to why and how and everything, you know, and then show me how you can bend the laws of gravity, because you can work it out. It's bullshit. But this is a prime example of the tundra planet in action. Once you're on it, you know, if you want to go somewhere, you can be isolated for a while. You know what I'm going to do? I mean, if I'd have stayed on the red planet, I'd have been there by now, the truth be told. I thought I was playing it smart, but obviously this planet, Terran, is still, you know, the fourth planet or whatever it is. So, it's the third or fourth planet. I'm not entirely certain. What I am certain of is it's not going to come into range, is it? Radiated even. So that's my fast travel planet, but got to remember that for future. You can't travel from tundra to radiated. You can travel from red to any planet, and Terra to pretty much any planet as well. But yeah, tundra, sorry, to radioactive, no go. You have to jump, so it would seem. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. It'll be Christmas by the time this happens. At the earliest. Come on now. I mean, I've never sat here and watched it long enough, but I'm pretty certain you can't go from tundra to radioactive. The planets kind of looks like they're in a line there, at that angle. They always do at that angle. That's why it's designed to look at that angle. So they kind of looks like they're in some sort of a line. Well, we want to get on Terra, and this will get us there faster. Burning up some gasoline. It's not gas, it is hydrazine. We're not going to this planet. We're going to this one. I still haven't been to the moon yet, Baron. That's something we're going to have to do. I feel we're going to be building a habitat and landing on the moon. I'm finding myself some sort of cute place to go. And we're back in home base. Let the good times roll. Right, so I've got a blue thing here, but I can't click on it without see something else getting highlighted. That's the problem. It's too freaking close. So what the hell? Oh, see it. Piece off. This big shuttle needs to fix its hitboxes. Definitely need to fix your hitboxes. You're ruining it. You're ruining the game. I'm sure that's like not that bad either, but right now it is. Another hydrazine. I probably cooked up all them crystals, didn't I? So I had an absolute shit ton of hydrazine. Yeah, 'cause I did have loads. I've still got 2 more canisters that I can fill up with. Enjoy it. Oh yeah. Is that? Oh, got a spare habitat ready to go. By the looks of it. Oh yeah, this can go here. You know, future update, who knows? I could always manufacture more crystals at this place. Everything's... Oh no! What? Son of a bitch. Oh, what? No. I'm still holding it. Well. Definitely behaves oddly, if you ask me. the fuck? Hello there, Mr. Wheel. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Right, so that's that. Hello, what are you doing? Okay, still got an empty canister and a soil canister there. Now, where do I normally put the titanium? Put it straight on there. Ha ha ha. We'll put more titanium on the table. There we go. I believe I've left my mods. Yep, back on the other planet. I do have different mods here. Terrain analyzer, I wonder what that's all about exactly. I suppose it's worth investigating. Terrain analyzer, what do you do? What do you do? From some angles it looks so flat and you think, yeah sure I'll build like that, and then you look at it and it's all sloped. Once you've built a large section you realise it's sloped. Right, so I've got a lot of resin there. I can't remember, did I actually place a habitat down or not? I can't remember. Yeah, that's half the problem. Remembering what you have and haven't done. So yeah. Let's turn that off to be fair. Yeah, that sort of thing should come off and then resin should go on. But I'm not playing in a serious mood tonight anyway. So yeah, this one's 4 long, so I've built 3 large ones and put that on there. But here's the, oh no, 2 little ones actually at the back there. What I did, although it's kind of goofballed out right now, there we go, right. So yeah, this, double storage, double large storage. So if you think about it, that's got, well, it's got 8 sockets on each side. 4 double sockets on each side. It's got 8 double sockets in total. So you can either put like 8 wind turbines or large solar generators. That's the thing. Let's put this bad boy on there. So I'm not actually. Oh, I bet that looks sick having like a cart with all of them on it. So that's something I can do, you know. Maybe not right this second, but soon. says copper needed. What have I got here? The aluminum. On the ice planet, I think I've got loads of copper, but I should probably just trade for more. Titanium seems to be worth 8 resin, so it's probably going to be worth about maybe 4 copper, maybe. Either way, it's all good. If I was really desperate for materials, there's always this thing. Just pump it full of dirt. Oh yeah. Get the real nice deep black. Okay, so yeah, so we'd only have to make like 4 crystals. Mind you, Monge 2, you get a lot of fuel for your crystals on the trade as well. You get a lot of crystals for the amount of titanium you give over. So there we go. I've now got a clean sheet, clean inventory there, pretty much. I'm just going to get rid of these last. I've got like 1 copper on me. Get rid of these aluminiums. There's no copper, and I'll use this extra slot here for the compound that I don't want to carry. There we go. I now got a clean sheet. So we've got a crystal there that's just spare, and that could be used to create more using this thing here. So obviously there isn't enough. I need to put I just need to build more of those medium storages. I keep building them, filling them up with stuff, and then taking them to other planets. So I've got some here. I've managed to keep a couple up here. Two copper for a solar. You could never have enough medium storages is something I've found. So it's good to have an abundance of compound. Compound and electricity, hence all these batteries that you can see. How many are there? Okay. We'll start a compound. Okay, compound's the first one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 different things. So I can lithium sample for that. Titanium sample for these. Oh, that's just mad. I mean, there need to be more uses for titanium, I feel, because so far, I've built a few winches, yeah, and I haven't had another use for any titanium, so I've traded it for other stuff. Like Lazy Boy's resin, you know, Lazy Boy compound, Lazy Boy fuel crystals, you know. It's all been made possible by titanium still being incredibly valuable. So more uses for that, which means you'll have less to trade, which means you'll probably have to work a little bit harder for the other stuff too, which will all round that'll be a good thing for the game. I've got just the one default one there. Okay. With that copper I could build myself a boost mod or a wide mod even. Wide mod would be good. It boosts the speed, so I wonder how many to do. Oh, my apologies for the sudden AFKness. Yeah, so I'm back. Yeah, this car would look really awesome with loads of solar panels attached to it. And then the others with medium things on them will still carry loads of materials and resources. I mean, ideally you want this car here. Oh yeah, because if you're doing solar then put a battery on the front here next to the driver because the battery looks cool. You have a battery on the nose, and then well, that does that for battery. Each medium storage carries 8 items. 4 to 32. Take this little bad boy off and put it, you know, in a different thing. So it's 32. If you use them with medium storage, then it'll be like 64. And obviously these slots, it's as many as you want to use. I mean, gotta bother with all them solar panels or what? So I put it on that side, it opens up again. So it could be useful, might not be so useful, but we'll see. The beauty about those wind things is that when they're on either side of this thing, they tend to both work at the same time rather than... It really does depend on the position of the sun. If the sun's above, then it will power both. That's something I think we can probably all agree on. Yeah, so I've got that extra resonance stuff. Yeah, but this is quite a fun little vehicle. Obviously, this place isn't quite as hazardous, so I've just got that out the back. But yeah, I was experimenting with different train setups because obviously I started with... Oh, yeah, I don't have a triple cockpit on this. I must have, yeah. I built one of these little wee ones, and as I'd found one of these, I put one of those on it. It's just a standard rover, and I would have probably just driven that around for a while. Got to where I needed to go. Once I ended up with like the blueprints for all these bigger ones, you know, building the large rover and the large storage. Obviously, I you know, I was building the large storage for the first time. I didn't know exactly how much room it took, so I'd sort of built this one, I think, and I had like a medium storage there, and I was putting research on the back, or had like a battery on the front, some stuff like that, you know. And then I thought, hang on a minute, let's look at the slots. You could probably get away with this. And so I gave it a try, and lo and behold, you can have a large rover with 2 large storages on it. Yeah, so I built a large storage on a medium thing and thought, oh, that was pretty cool. So, at least like with this being the, you know, this is like the head end. It's got like a nice fat body, and then it gradually gets thinner towards the tail. And it's kind of got like a, looks like it's got a bit of a stinger on the back, so it's a little bit scorpion-esque, I guess, like, but like it's almost like a centipede with like a scorpion tail on the end of it. Centipede, confirmed kill. Yeah, so yeah, beautiful. Don't really have too much more to say, to be honest, right now. Possible future projects, well, I'm going to do something with that Tundra base. We need to build a base on the exotic planet, and we need to yeah, there's a few other ideas that I had. I'm not going to give too much away at this point, but let's just say it might have something to do with building. So yeah, like, just like while we're on the subject of building, so yeah, this base, as I described, was the one that the habitat. Oh, sheesh, good. Yeah, the habitat comes down there. That was where it originally landed. There was no seat, you know, obviously this was all gone. I built this in. But originally that wasn't there. This landed in here, in this little, you know, it was just like a canyon. Obviously I've expanded it out so it's a full-on cave system now. No supports, you know, except for the odd bit here and there, I suppose. Yeah, just I've got multiple entrances up and down. A lot of slip and slidey everywhere. It's quite fun. So yeah, I basically just built it into the natural terrain. At some point I thought, do I want to start building up? So I started, and unfortunately enough, these ones went up with the terrain. Just built on top of the terrain and just had the terrain stepped. But when you're going like down here, like let's say I wanted to build downhill, you know, I'd probably click on, if I was to like lower the terrain. Let's just try it here, okay? I would go lower than this one. Because I've had some strange results. Somewhat reasonable. Do this one here. Goes down as well. That's what you'd expect. Yeah, I've had a couple of strange results on the Tundra planet. Got my little TNT stash over there. I suppose it's no more explosive than a magazine. But yeah, so hello, Will. Let's put the wheels back on properly. There. Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a bug with the wheels and such. But you know, I find it rather amusing. Yeah, so just one other final point. These front and rear connectors on the large rovers are the equivalent of a double slot. So you can literally put anything on the front of them. Yeah. That's just some good stuff. I've not tried putting like a large solar panel on there. Let's try. So that's where it get energy. Let's try. That looks pretty gnarly, doesn't it? It makes it look like a bit of a vehicle. That's kind of cool. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this on the front of the one that's got like a triple seater, because I just think it'd look fat. Optimus Prime Supermode. Right now, okay, it's good. Having like the battery pack. But yeah, it's nice because instead of having one vehicle with one bank of energy, you've got a whole train, and it only really uses the bit of energy you're in, but they all seem to drive somewhat. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's very good economy if that's what you want to do. Very, very good economy indeed. I've already got a canister on there, haven't we? We have a canister. Okay, right. I wonder if this will keep going until it fills up all of them now. I'm actually going to sit here and wait and find out. If it was possible, I'd just, you know, skip forward, but I suppose if you're watching this afterwards, you can actually skip forward. If you're watching this video not live, then skip forward. to when this light goes green. The hydrazine needs to go green. I'm hoping it'll go green, flip down to there, and then pull up one of these other canisters. That's the theory. I just want to see. I've never actually tried because the way I swap them out, it doesn't allow for that normally. But the way I've put the canisters down here, and it just goes from one canister to the next. I normally just leave the old canister and walk off, sort of thing. So I put another canister back down in that gap, an empty one, pick off the fresh one, and then it'll pull up an empty one there. So it all depends on if it gets rid of the... Because I've left a gap there now, I'm wondering if that will go bloop down into it. Let's find out. Just please, there's plenty of electricity. And it doesn't. Or does it? Wait, we might have to recharge first. I've seen other things do that. You have to wait for the recharge before any action happens. That's a negative. Okay. So yeah, here's a little hint. Possible projects include, well, I mean, I hear there's a build limit, which is quite saddening to me, but I'm gonna find that with games like this. And, I mean, on Space Engineers, you know, that's another one of my favourite games. One thing I will say for Space Engineers is that I've actually been, you know, above the atmosphere in outer space, you know, zero grav. You know, you're outside of the Earth's gravity, or the, you know, the gravity on the planet in the planets in Space Engineers. But you can obviously get your materials and build down and towards the planet. I did this really cool experiment. I was on a rock, like, 'cause there was like an asteroid above a planet. So there was this, yeah, one time I had literally just a fraction. It was literally just inside the gravity, so there was like it was at the point where the gravity sort of flickers on and off. If you go, you know, if you just ascend just another few meters or whatever, then you'll be out of the gravity again. But so just so there was a little friction, a little, just a tiny little pebble of gravity, and then dig a rock on the meteor. So I did it so that the gravity would be pulling down. So I knew that when I put a block down flat there, it would be pointing towards the Earth, or at least, you know, some sort of approximation towards the Earth. And so I built a platform. Oh, hello, windstorm's kicking up. So yeah, I had like what I call an orbital tether, and yeah, as it sort of like rolled down, it was a construction that rode a couple of rails, and it built the rails in front of it as it went, so it just would carry on at an almighty slow pace. Yeah, of course. The whole idea was to get it down safely, and so I managed to get it to the bottom of the planet. Checked it out again, and I just let it do its thing. I let it do its thing on stream actually, so footage might be available on the channel, etc. But yeah, it was just a big long stream, like 24-hour thing. I just let it run, and it got stuck once or twice along the way. I'd come back and check it, like, you know, not particularly progress. But yeah, it's the sort of thing you skim through anyway. There's a lot of footage there. You don't want to just see everyone doing its own thing, but it's nice to sort of like see the start, and then like see it like halfway or something, and then see it at the end. You know, so I definitely recommend having a little browse. Yeah, so eventually this thing came down, and it built all the way towards the planet. It stopped when it like got to the bottom. So I turned the building stuff off, and I just hit reverse, and the thing started to crawl its way up. I think at one point, that's the thing, because it's going ever so slowly with the full gravity on it. See, that's the thing. It was coming in. The gravity was getting stronger and stronger and stronger, so the pull on it was harder and harder and harder. I think once the rails were built, it wasn't so bad. So put it in reverse, and then all it had to do was get up. But obviously, it was fighting full Earth gravity, and it was driven by wheels. I mean, it did have a couple of thrusters as well, just to, you know, like iron thrusters to slow it down. But what I'm getting the impression that projects like that in this game are going to be completely different, if possible at all, in the future. Here there's a build limit, yeah, so that means I can't go directly into space. Like on Starbound, you can build vertically up and straight into space, pretty much. I still think you need to teleport up to get to your ship in order to travel between planets, but you can still go up, and you know, you're in a space environment. Build a base up there. I've seen people do it. It's awesome. Check out some Starbound space builds and stuff. They're really cool. Again, that's just a game with so much charm, and that's what I found enjoyable about this game. It's got quite a lot of charm, if I'm honest. For what it is, you go to a planet that's got alien features on it and whatnot. Yeah, like this is like blue and purple here. If I go somewhere else, it will be luscious green, you know. It's like those mountains are nice and green, for example. Yeah, so I like this. I like the modules and the way everything is modular, pretty much. You know, it makes for a lovely game. Allows for a lot of design and, you know, creativity. The one thing I will stress, you know, I've said before, is just being able to control the heights of all of these things, and just there might already be something in there for that. There might also be something in there for like a land flattening tool, more efficient than what I have right there, because that's not necessarily flat. It looks flat where I am, but is it flat? That's the question. Bearing in mind this is supposed to be a spherical body, so will it ever really be flat? But yeah, other than that, yeah, loving this game. The only other thing I would, you know, enjoy in this game would be what was it? An update, like to give a lot more research and control over the heights and stuff. Maybe have like longer cables and stuff. I think like a resin just to build a little platform out, and then another resin to build it out again. That's kind of, I don't know, I suppose the developers would have thought about it a lot and gone through different modes. But yeah, being able to build like a longer cable and stuff, and, you know, actually position things. I would really, you know, I've already covered it in the talk earlier, but when I said about being able to like detach a cable, you should be able to detach a cable between two units, position your crane with like a hook, and when the crane hook like looks in position, these struts become unattached or something like that, you know. There needs to be something. And that gives you the ability to reposition all your stuff. So, you know, one mistake can be rectified then, you know, one base mistake or whatever, or not just one, any base mistakes can be rectified over time. Have a really nice layout. I mean, you know, I built this inside the canyon, but look, you know, all it'd take is just flattening this land out a little bit. Just having all of this stuff here, and I'd have like a really nice big flat area to work in, you know, and I could position all my stuff really nice, but it's not to be. Try to do it a little bit better on all the other planets, but yeah, it's a messy business building a base actually, all this stuff. Really is. It's sprawling, you know. But if you could like position, like let's say you build this. Oh, it's a vehicle bay. Pick the vehicle bay up, put it down somewhere else, and then click on the thing. Click on the thing, like, or put a resin on the end, and then it becomes an attachment. Pick it up. Carry it over to wherever you've got to be, and you know, have it like as long as long or twice as long as a tether. I don't know if that's possible. You know, either way, you know. So that's the thing. A tether in itself is not a long distance. Look at that. That's not long. Even if that's not too bad. I mean, if they made it as long as a tether, that'd be twice as long as it is now, probably. On most of them. So I think that has its merits. Having longer cables, I've heard other people ask for them. So yeah, longer cables could be good. Right, well, I think I'm going to call the stream there. This has been just more of a catch up rather than a do things, but we've done a few little things, messed around a little bit. Put copper on my to-do list. I'll just mess around, maybe see how long a train I can build. That could be interesting. Have a really long one. Probably going to be impossible, but yeah, not impossible, but you know, problematic, should I say. I might end up like building build more stuff to do on the front of this. I could still remove, so that's the beauty of this, I could remove that one. Put it, so well, I mean, just, I could drive this up to the vehicle bay, take this all of it, build another large storage, build another large rover, and then drive it up and reverse it onto this. Or I could just build a rover with 3 more rovers behind it, like large rovers with large rovers behind them, and then do all that shit, do exactly the same stuff. Have a really epically long one. Who knows what I'll do. Stay tuned to find out. Well, I say stay tuned, come back and check me next time I'm doing a live stream. If you've enjoyed this, enjoyed my company this fine evening, please be a gentleman and a scholar and hit that thumbs up for me, and it just lets me know you've enjoyed what I've done here. If anybody's new to the channel, then welcome, and I hope you've found this mildly entertaining at the very least, because that's something, right? Okay folks, without further ado, peace out, homie! Is there a... that one out there? Yes, there we go. Peace out, homie!